Research from the Bureau of Labor Statistics shows that the average American employee switches jobs 12.3 times before retiring. That's a huge number. This rate of job change means that many Americans have old 401k plans that may not be allocated properly to help them prepare for their retirement. Every time you change jobs, you need to make some choices about what you're going to do with your old 401k money. I find that there are generally 4 options with any 401k. Number 1, you can leave the assets in the old employer's plan if that plan permits it. Number 2, you can roll the assets into your new employer's plan if there's one available and the plan permits it. Number 3, you can roll the assets over into an IRA, which is known as an individual retirement account. Or number 4, you can take a cash distribution and deal with the potential tax consequences. In this video, I'm going to share why you should definitely roll your money into an IRA. Hands down, I'm going to give you the reasons. I'm also going to help you avoid common and very expensive rollover mistakes. I'll also show you how you can use your 401k rollover as a great opportunity to improve your retirement preparations. And at the end, because I'm not going to leave you hanging, I'll share some guidance that will save you a ton of headaches. It involves taxes and penalties and other maladies that can be easily avoided. So stay tuned. Reason number 1, more investment choices that benefit you. Every investor is different, and volatile markets make customized strategies very, very important to having financial safety, simplicity, and strength. You know, those are my words. Workplace retirement plans often offer limited investment options, and they often may not be right for your financial situation. In contrast, IRAs can hold nearly any type of investment, giving you flexibility in your investment strategies. So by rolling over your 401k savings into an IRA, you open up a universe of investment options that you can use to build an investment strategy that's more aligned with your long-term goals. Now, reason number 2, you'll slash your expenses. 401ks and other workplace retirement accounts come with administrative fees and expenses that could take a huge bite out of your investment gains. IRAs have straightforward fee structures that make it easy to know exactly what you're paying for and why. Some 401k plans have annual fees that are way above average, and if you're stuck in one of these plans and leaving your company or retiring, it really doesn't make any sense to pay those fees. And this is ironic. According to a 2010 study, 71% of people think they pay no fees in their company-sponsored plans, which is kind of silly because financial firms don't do anything for free. Reason number 3, you probably won't cash out your 401k. When clients come to me for guidance on rolling over a 401k or other type of workplace retirement plan, I generally recommend that they do a direct rollover that transfers their assets from their old plan directly to their new IRA account. This process has the benefit of being simple and not reportable to the IRS. Now, in some cases, you may be able to liquidate your old plan and receive the money directly, and it can be tempting to see your savings as a quick source of money. Cashing out can be a big mistake, and it can cost you thousands in penalties and taxes, as well as prohibit you from years of future growth. Number 4, greater control. As the owner of the IRA, you get to determine which investments to include and the timing of making investments, which may be restricted inside of an employer retirement account like a 401k or a 403b. And this is kind of unfortunate, but never trust that your employer will take care of your retirement or that they provided the best retirement plan possible for your future. Most often, the retirement plan you have was never meant to be ideal, merely the cheapest. Number 5, increased beneficiary options. Typically, the options available for your non-spouse beneficiaries of an IRA are far more liberal than options available to a non-spouse beneficiary inside of an employer retirement plan. Number 6, and this is a big one, professional management. It is usually much easier to find a professional money manager for an IRA than a 401k. The limited options available inside an employer plan makes it more difficult for a professional manager to provide adequate diversification and risk avoidance. Most people need help because sadly, investors are typically quite bad at, well, investing. And if you don't believe me, Google the word Dalbar and you'll see that the average stock fund does way better than the average investor. And let me share this very proudly. I provide professional money management to my clients. So you might find this last point a little self-serving. Look, I believe in what I do, as I hope you believe in what you do. So there you have it. 6 reasons you should immediately roll over your 401k to an IRA. If you're leaving your job or retiring or just want another perspective on your future, please let me know. I'd be happy to chat. A friend once told me he would talk to the back of a refrigerator if it would speak to him. I'm not sure I'd go that far, but I do like helping others. And a quick note before I go, and I promise you this. If you decide to take a distribution from your old plan or you don't roll the assets over within the 60-day window, you'll trigger IRS reporting and potentially saddle yourself with a big tax bill. Taking an early distribution check from your old plan administrator comes with an automatic 20% withholding tax, a potential 10% penalty if you're under the age of 59 and a half, and you must report it to the IRS. If you delay moving the assets to your IRA account, you could also miss the 60-day window and be forced to pay penalties and taxes on the entire distribution. This is why if you heed my advice from this video, you'll make sure to do a direct transfer.